future of the NFL season may now be squarely in the hands of a federal judge. Players have filed an injunction to block the owner's lockout. Whoever wins will have fresh leverage whenever talks on a new collective bargaining agreement resume. Now, among the sticking points, take a look at this in those negotiations, how owners and players will split $9 billion in annual profits, whether or not the league will add 2 games to the season, and salary caps for rookies. NFL owners are fighting for a bigger piece of the revenue pie.
They want to take $1 billion off the top. Basically, revenue sharing couldn't be agreed upon by the owners.
Right.
So what they're saying is, we're going to take it from the players instead, to the tune of about an 18% salary cut.
Joining us now, former federal former prosecutor Joey Jackson, I should say, and civil attorney Vikki Ziegler. Good to see you both.
Good to see you, Greg.
You know, the NFL has never been richer. Owners have never made more money. Players have never been better compensated. What did they make? About $9 billion? And they can't seem to agree.
I mean,
Vikki?
you can't allocate the money. I mean, the owners are taking at least 10% off the top. That's $1 billion.
Well, we don't know. They won't open their books.
Well, that's correct. We believe it's at least 10%. Why won't they open their books? Maybe the players will find something that they didn't know about.
Joey, are the owners hiding something?
They're not hiding a thing. Listen, this is $9 billion. Here's the problem I have, Greg. You have this collective bargaining agreement. What does that do? It dictates the terms and conditions of employment. So you sit down the table, but I don't like what I'm getting. So what am I going to do? I'm going to decertify the union. I'm going to run to court, and I'm going to say antitrust violation.
They only decertified after the NFL owners locked them out.
Correct. What were they supposed to do? The NFL is a monopoly. I mean, if you can't agree that it's a monopoly, can we agree that it's not sunny today in New York City? Seriously.
You know what, Joey? And we know that the Supreme Court has declared baseball, MLB, a monopoly. Well, so is the NFL. Aren't they in violation of antitrust laws?
Not at all. Listen, there's 32 teams. Here's the deal. If somebody else wants to go and invest money in stadiums and invest money in marketing, go do it. Right now, this is the game in town. And I haven't heard the players when they were signing multi-million-dollar contracts saying antitrust violation.
But
that's
look,
nonsense,
Greg.
Greg.
If the owners are acting in collusion, that is also in violation of antitrust laws, isn't it, Vikki?
Collusion and conspiracy. These players can't go anywhere else. What are they supposed to do? Their income, careers,
Joey,
and potential injuries
there's no
in the
competition.
future.
Greg, what is the
NFL has a
conspiracy?
monopoly on the marketplace.
Listen to me. They were at a table. What do grown-ups do? You know, they sort of do what the president just did with our Congress. You negotiate a deal, and there are differences, and those differences are pointed, and they are philosophical. But at the end of the day, you have all this revenue. Get to the table and resolve it.
All right, you know what? The judge, Susan Nelson, who, by the way, I was very impressed with her knowledge. She's really been studying this in advance of the last hearing. She has 3 choices. She could end the lockout by granting an injunction. She could grant the injunction but with a stay pending appeal, or she could deny the injunction and the players lose. Let me have your predictions, Vikki.
I'm hoping that she grants the injunction, sends them to mediation, back to the bargaining table perhaps, to allow it, because the NFL players have already said that they want to go to mediation, they want to end this, and they want to negotiate fairly. Hoping that that's what she does.
Joey, prediction?
My prediction is that she ends this thing. She issues the injunction. All right.
We agree.
Oh, my.
You know what? I have to agree.
Don't agree, Joey.
I have to agree. It's a sensible thing to do. I think she wants him to go to work, and ultimately they'll get to the bargaining table. They'll resolve their differences. Life will go on, and guess what, Greg? We can enjoy football on Sunday.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. As fans, we want to see them play.
You know what? When she finally took the bench, she adopted the Rodney King legal posture of can't we all get along? She basically said, can't you guys work this out?
This is about money. This really isn't about legal arguments at this point, labor unions versus antitrust laws. It's about how much money everyone can live with and go on and get the game going.
You know what? A lockout would really hurt the U.S. economy. You're talking about coaching staffs would lose their jobs, players lose their salaries, food vendors, ticket takers, stadium staff. Not to mention that it really is, it's probably supplanted baseball as a great American
Greg,
pastime.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm going to have to agree with you as well.
Don't do that.
It's terrible for the economy. Get these players back to work.
Lawyers should never agree. I learned that early on.
Listen, in a day and age where we have teachers making $40,000, $50,000, we have police and firefighters, who feels sorry for these guys? Go back and do your job.
Well, do you feel sorry for the owners? I don't think so.
Millionaires, billionaires, all the same.
All right. Vikki Ziegler, Joey Jackson, you both agree that she's going to lift
I think she has to.
All right. Thanks very much. Good to see you both.
Good to see you, Greg.
Such an